Hi, Namaste. Welcome to Ammabadilo Nerchukundam channel. A grateful thanks to all the subscribers, all my subscribers who have heartfully subscribed to my channel, and I'm thankful to all the people who have liked the lessons and who have shared this channel to their friends and dear ones. Thank you, thanks a lot. Hope everybody is doing fine. It's my pleasure to take CBSE class 10th English on Ammabadilo Nerchukundam channel. We thank all the subscribers and even the people who liked the lessons which were taught in Telugu, explained in Telugu, English lessons explained in Telugu for better understanding and good scoring sake. And today I am presenting to you people your first lesson in English. And this explanation is in English itself. So, your first lesson was A Letter to God by G.L. Fintis. Let us get into the lesson.
Hope everybody is having a great day. They say faith can move mountains, but what should we put our faith in? This is the question the story delicately poses. A Letter to God is your lesson by G.L. Fuentes. Gregorio Lopez y Fuentes. Gregorio Lopez y Fuentes. He is a Mexican writer. He was born in Mexico, and it is clear cut that this story is one of his works, and this story belongs to Mexico. A story of a farmer's extreme faith in God. Lencho was an impressive, honest, and hardworking character. He was a farmer. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. It was situated on top of a low hill. From there, one could see the river and the field. And the fields, Lencho had a great crop, but it needed rains badly. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour, or at least a shower. Throughout the morning, Lencho, who knew his fields intimately in sense, he knew them very closely, had done nothing else but see the sky towards the northeast. Now we are really going to get some water, woman. The woman who was preparing supper. Supper is the light meal which is prepared in the evening time. Replied, "Yes, God willing." The older boys were working in the field and the younger ones were playing near the house. It was during the meal that, just as Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went out just to experience the pleasure of this rain on his body. But as the time was progressing, this rain turned to be a hailstorm. "It's really getting bad now," exclaimed the man. "I hope it passes quickly." It did not pass quickly. For an hour, the hail rained on the house. It took 1 hour to stop that hailstorm. The garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley, the field was white as if covered with salt. He was shocked to notice that his crop was ruined in a hailstorm. And he felt a plague of locusts. Locusts means insects which fly in big swarms, groups, and destroy crops, have left more than this. The hail was left nothing. The hail has left nothing. This year we will have no corn. That night was a sorrowful one. All our work for nothing. There's no one who can help us. we will all go hungry this year. But in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house, in that alone house, in that single house, in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope, help from God. So Lencho decides to write a letter to God. He wrote letter to God asking for 100 pesos to re-sow his field. And he reaches on Sunday to the post office and he writes a letter addressing God to send him 100 pesos. After Lencho leaves that place, Lencho leaves the post office. When the postman was collecting all the letters from the mailbox, he was surprised to see these letters addressed to God, and he felt surprised, astonished. He was astonished to see a letter on God's name, and he took the letter to the postmaster, his head in that post office. Postmaster, along with his staff, were having great fun by looking at the letter addressing God. But suddenly the postmaster stops laughing at that and he starts thinking about it, about the faith of Lencho in God. And he decides to help Lencho so that Lencho's faith is not disturbed. So, with a heart of charity, he comes forward and he had a great idea to discuss with his employees and his friends, and he collects nearly 70 pesos amount, in which even his part of contribution is also seen. And the coming Sunday, Lencho reaches the post office eagerly, expecting something from the post office, expecting the response from God. And he enters the post office and he is asking everybody, did I get any letter or anything from God, or is anything on my name? Then the post office employees, they say, yes, you got this envelope. Immediately, in great excitement, Lencho opens the envelope to see, but he was surprised to see the amount. It is 70 pesos. The following Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster, experiencing the contentment of a man who has performed a good deed, looked on from his office. Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. Such was his confidence. But he became angry when he counted the money. God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lencho what he had requested. Immediately, Lencho went up to the window to ask for paper and ink. On the public writing table, he started to write again. And this time, in that letter, it is written, God, send me the complete 100 pesos. And this time, please don't send it through mail. You send it in the other manner. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. It said, God, of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest, since I need it very much. But don't send it to me through the mail, because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. Lencho. This is what was written in his letter. And if you and I were in the place of the postmaster, what would be our experience or feelings when we read this type of letter. Hope everybody understood the lesson. Kindly like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for your subscriptions too.